Welcome back. More and more people in the U.S. are being diagnosed as obese, and many of them aren't able to reverse the trend with diet and exercise. So surgery may be the next step. Joining me now from the Weight Loss Institute of Arizona is bariatric surgeon Dr. Michael Orris, along with two patients, Lena Cox and Rachel Stephen. It's good to see you, Dr. Orris. Thanks for being here.
Well, thanks for inviting us.
Both of you had lap band. We'll talk about that in a minute. I want to talk about what the success that they've had, because it's huge. But Dr. Orris, let's first talk about lap band. I said earlier that some people with diet and exercise, the weight, is there a certain point when there's just so much weight that that's the typical way is very difficult?
Well, once the patients get to a certain BMI, body mass index, is how we kind of go by weight in terms of bariatrics. Once they get to that level, they start tacking on these comorbid conditions or associated illnesses to their obesity. And then it's just very difficult to exercise. They get restrictive lung disease. They get out of breath very quickly. So in terms of the amount of exercise they have to sustain to get that caloric burn, it's just very difficult for the patients. And that's where the lap band comes in. It's for the patient that is willing to make that lifestyle change but needs a tool or an aid to get to where they want to go. And that's where the lap band is.
Okay, you've got a diagram here of the stomach. And the band goes, is that in the tell me what that is.
Well, the lap band is just a medically implanted device that goes around the upper portion of the stomach. And what will happen, the patient will eat, the food goes down the esophagus and gathers above the band in that small gastric pouch. And then it's going to just sit there and slowly trickle through like sand through an hourglass. And when managed appropriately, this will put the patient on about a 1,200 calorie a day diet because they feel full faster and longer, thus decreasing their caloric intake. The band's adjustable through this Mediport, and the port will go underneath the skin, underneath the sub-Q fat, sewn on the anterior abdominal wall, and that allows us to adjust the band and customize the patient's weight loss just through saline solution. So you put saline solution in the band, it makes it tighter, accelerates their weight loss, take saline out and make it looser. So you could customize it to the patient. It's very simple.
Okay, and Lena, you came from New Mexico to get this procedure done.
Yes,
Why all the way from New Mexico?
My primary care suggested them, and it's easy travel, and they really accommodate people from New Mexico.
And you have been you got the lap band how long ago?
8.5 months.
And you've lost?
81 pounds.
Wow, we have a picture of you before. It's amazing the difference it's made, just not only in her physical appearance, there you are there, but you said just what you do. You love to play basketball, and obviously you had a lot of weight there. There you are. That's hard to believe that's you. And what has changed in your life now? I'm
able to walk upstairs and able to tie my shoes and able to play full court basketball again and not die. I mean, I play full court with boys, and it's co-ed, and we really go at it, and I'm able to, I had 12 points the other day, and
that's amazing.
I'm really red at the end of it, but I'm able to do it now, and I wasn't able to before.
Congratulations. That is great for you. And Rachel, I know you, same sort of success, right?
Yeah, I had the lap band 2 years ago.
2 years.
And I lost 100 pounds within the first year, and I'm down a total of 152.
Wow.
I went from a size 26 to a 10.
Wow, Rachel. I mean, I didn't even know who that was at first. I'm like, who is that? You're like, yeah, that was me. It's hard to believe when you see some of these pictures. Now, I want you to stand up and ask you to stand up because Rachel are these the pants that you used to wear?
Yeah, these are the pants that I used to wear, and these are a size 26, and I can fit in one leg of the pants now.
Wow.
So
are you going to keep those forever?
Yeah, actually, these are the pants that I wore on my day of surgery. And when I left the hospital, I thought, I'm definitely going to hang on to those. So
as a reminder. And I mean, what has been the biggest change for you? I know you're playing basketball. You're doing something you used to love to do and you couldn't do. What about for you, just health-wise?
Well, health-wise, even basic everyday things. I wasn't able to cross my legs for years and fit in a plane seat, sit in a car in the same way as other people, or just fit in society, literally. You know, there was times where we'd go out and there'd be a chair or something, and I'd be like, I'm not sure I can fit in that chair in a restaurant. And so that has changed a lot. But physically, I don't get the symptoms that I had before, the fatigue, the out of breath when I was just walking. Just walking would be very, very difficult. My knees were starting to become very, very bad, and I was only 28.
Wow, wow. And that's what you were saying, Dr. Orris, that when people gain that much weight, all these complications just start, it's a domino, boom,
Yes,
boom, boom,
and
boom.
it snowballs in a positive and a negative way. As you gain the weight, it's more difficult to exercise. You become more sedentary, maybe increase your caloric intake, and then gain more weight. But on the flip side of the coin, as you can see, with these girls, as they start losing the weight, the energy picks up, the exercise picks up, and they start losing more weight. So it's just positive reinforcement.
That's great. Well, you look fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing your stories. Thank you, doctor. And if you want to go ahead and look into this, maybe this is for you, you can check out the information about the Weight Loss Institute of Arizona by going to their website at WLIAZ.com. WLIAZ.com, and go to their phone number right there, the Weight Loss Institute of Arizona. Now, coming up next, crafty Kathy McGuire is here with a flower holder paper craft.